Hey, this is Darren from Old Forge Brewing Company, and we made a beer for Earth Day. This is the latest in our Born and Bred series, which means it's brewed with 100% Pennsylvania grown and malted barley. So we decided to call it Born and Bred Mother Earth Ale. Now, a few years ago, I was asked to do an interview with a beer blog, and one of the questions they asked me was, what style allows you to be the most creative? And my answer was that it wasn't a style, but when I'm trying to find that space in between styles, when I'm trying to design a beer for a feeling or a specific purpose rather than trying to brew it to a style. And this fits into that because when I was trying to think of something that is earthy, I was thinking of hops, obviously, so it's definitely got a hop component to it. Think of it as partly an IPA. But I was also thinking about earth in general. So the hops I used were kind of more earthy, herbal type hops. Now the malt I used was kind of the same thing. I was going for almost like a brown ale type malt backbone from it, but it's not 100% brown ale, nor is it 100% IPA. But then I also wanted a little bit of toastiness and carameliness in it, something like you get from an ESB. So think of this as kind of a weird love child of an ESB, a brown ale, and an IPA. So let's give it a try. All right, so right off the nose, I'm getting the kind of the caramely malt aroma. Definitely some of that hop aroma that I was talking about. Yeah, so the flavor, that's great. It's like a little bit toasty, a little bit of those herbal, earthy hops. Like a little bit of like the darker malt character, not like a roasted malt character, but something you would get from a brown ale. Definitely got the hop presence of a lighter IPA. And when I say lighter, I don't mean like light in color, but like a more sessionable IPA. It's not overwhelming, it's not super bitter, because the bitterness kind of gives way to the toasted malt flavors, and there's a lot going on in there. It's really cool because, like I said, this is the stuff that allows me to be the most creative, is when I'm not trying to fit to a style. This is, you know, like nothing else we've ever brewed, not even close. And so I get this nice, slightly fruity hop character up front, gives way to a little bit of caramely malts, gives way to a little bit of, you know, earthy bitterness, gives way to a little bit of, you know, dark toasted malt. So stuff like this is just really enjoyable for me to brew and to drink because it's, you know, it's not a standard IPA, it's not a standard brown ale, it's not even an ESB, but it's kind of a weird marriage of all three. And I think it really shows what beer is capable of when you don't stick to a style, and how unique you can be with the different flavors that are going on in here. So here it is, Born and Bred Mother Earth Ale, on tap for the first time this week. Please stop in and give it a try. Thank you.